All right. I want to thank you for being on for our first online Zoom opportunity meeting. It says Lynn Allen under my name, but actually I'm Christy Stamey. I'm an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide, and I wanted to welcome you to our call tonight, and I want to thank you for jumping on and listening. Um, I do have to tell you, though, that, you know, Plexus Worldwide is not sponsoring this event. This is sponsored by independent ambassadors, and that the testimonies that you're going to hear tonight, they vary from person to person, and we do not claim to cure, treat, or prevent any illnesses. And that what you're going to hear tonight is business testimonies that are our personal experiences and our personal research, and that of Plexus Worldwide. So I appreciate that you guys are all on tonight. We had a little change in plans because I think you've all heard that there is a hurricane going on in Florida, and some of our Florida team members couldn't be on here tonight. So we're just changing things up a little bit. So again, I want to introduce myself. I'm Christy Stamey. I am an Emerald Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. So I started Plexus in June of 2014. I selfishly I wanted to lose a little bit of baby weight. I was a full-time mom working, two kids, one of which who did not like to sleep and still doesn't like to sleep to this day. But I was tired and I had a terrible chocolate and coffee addiction. When I say terrible, I mean I was drinking coffee to get going in the morning. I drank a traveler to go to work. I drank coffee when I was there. I would switch to water, and then I would go ahead and I would start back up at 2 o'clock with either coffee or chocolate. And when I say chocolate, it had to be Dove or above. So I was kind of a chocolate snob. So I had to have something a little more than a Hershey Kiss because nothing else was going to satisfy my sweet tooth. So my friend Stephanie Shaughnessy, she is in Jacksonville, Florida. She and I went to Catholic school together, and so that's how I knew her and kept in touch with her. Also, our sons are 3 days apart, and so we were pregnant together, all that fun stuff. And I always went to Stephanie for advice on working out and, talking to her about supplements, because not only was she in law enforcement, but she was a personal trainer. And, she was a friend of mine that I trusted. So when she started posting about Plexus, I was really intrigued. Really, I needed to lose weight. I wanted some energy, and I just wanted to see where it would take me. So I signed up to become an ambassador, which to me, that was the no-brainer because I'm a cheapo couponer, and I just thought that was the best deal to get my products wholesale. So I was on my 5th day of products, and I'll never forget when I was sitting there at my desk thinking, I haven't been in my chocolate drawer all week long. So I decided to post about it, and a few friends joined me, and then it just got bigger and bigger from there. But not only did Plexus help me with the weight loss, but during my journey, so I had lost, 2 pant sizes and countless inches, and I just felt so much better. I'm going to be 40 this year, and I feel like I'm in my 20s. I just feel healthier than I've ever felt. But I always had a skin rash, because I can't say the specific thing that I had, but I had a skin rash that I've had my whole life. And I had been to every dermatologist. I've tried every topical cream, ointment, anything anybody ever recommended. I had tried it, and nothing ever helped me find any relief. So actually, after I started Plexus, that wasn't my first intent with Plexus. It was weight loss and to get healthy. But I'm just amazed that I no longer have that said rash, and my skin looks amazing. It looks so much better than it ever has in my life. So that alone has been a huge confidence builder for me, because when you have something like that in your life, it can be very, very hard on you emotionally, and especially as a woman. I feel like, our skin is really important to us. So that was something I struggled with for a long time, but I no longer do. Now, the other thing about me is that I actually spent 13-year career in healthcare marketing. And it was actually a year ago in July that I was able to hit the level of Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And a month later, I quit my job and quit my career. And so now I stay home full time with my boys who are 6 and 3, get to be a stay at home mama, and I get to work my Plexus business full time, which I absolutely love because it is something that absolutely just fills my cup. And I just feel so blessed that I'm able to help people get healthy and just watch people's dreams come true. So, um, I wanted to introduce Jessica Pierce really quick. Jessica signed up with me under Plexus, and I will let her tell her story.
Thank you, Christy. Hi, everyone. My name is Jessica Pierce. As Christy said, I'm a senior Ruby ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I watched Christy's posts about Plexus for almost an entire year before taking the leap to give it a try myself. I was 8 weeks postpartum and ready to improve my health so that my new son could have a healthy and happy mom. And of course, I was selfishly wanting to lose some baby weight. I really had, that was kind of the surface of what I knew about Plexus. I had no idea of all of the really amazing benefits that were going to come along with that, besides the weight loss. But so I took the ingredient list into my OB and my son's pediatrician, and I took them the Triplex and the X Factor because I wanted to take something that was still safe to take while breastfeeding. So I needed to make sure that Plexus, fell in line with what my plans and my goals were. And both doctors approved Triplex and X Factor with flying colors. I just asked them if they saw anything harmful in there that would hurt my son or myself while breastfeeding, and they both said no, that these were plant-based ingredients and vitamins that they didn't see anything harmful in there for either of us. So that gave me a lot of confidence moving forward to go ahead with the products and give it a try. So within a few weeks, I began to notice that my energy was increasing. And with a newborn sleep schedule, like most of you know, that's no easy feat, of course, because you kind of are up at all day, all hours of the day. But I still was finding maintained, sustained energy throughout the day. My bloating discomfort that I would get after every single meal began to subside. I was sleeping much deeper when, again, my son would allow, and I would wake up feeling really well rested. I even began waking up with the first alarm, and I didn't have to hit snooze 6 times, 10 times, 12 times, like I've always done. I was never a first alarm kind of pop out of bed person. I've always relied on that snooze, but all of a sudden I wasn't needing to hit it. I was actually like, wow, I'm awake. I'm ready to go. Let's get this day started. So that was exciting. My intense sweet tooth was disappearing. I no longer needed Diet Mountain Dew and Red Bull to get through my day. So that was like the first really big signs that I started to notice that Plexus was working for me. And then not too much longer, I realized that I hadn't reached for the antacids throughout the day. And praise the Lord, my intense burning in my throat and my chest that I had all day, every day, had completely disappeared. That was kind of the kicker for me. Like, I had no idea that was going to be a part of my new health journey. It was a pleasant surprise, of course, but it's one of many things that I didn't expect would happen when I began Plexus, because that was something that I just felt that I had to live with and just continue to mask the pain. And to my surprise and very much excitement, that had gone away. So of course, also inches were melting away, and I ended up dropping all of my baby weight, which was about 60 pounds. But I did it in a safe and a healthy way over time. Obviously with breastfeeding too, of course, that helps. But I feel like I probably wasn't one of the lucky ones that was going to just drop it because of breastfeeding. I was probably I've struggled with weight back and forth for the majority of my adult life. So I knew I needed some assistance there. And Plexus absolutely has helped me in so many ways. Now, before joining Plexus, I would see all these testimonies. Like I said, Christy posted for a year that were similar to mine. And I would kind of roll my eyes and think that they were just far too good to be true. But I'm really am living proof now that Plexus truly does change lives. Okay, so I think we're going to go over a couple products here tonight. And these products are the highlights that we're going to give you are going to focus on blood sugar, gut health, inflammation, and detoxification. So the first product highlight tonight is Plexus Slim. I've got that here for you. First, I'll say don't let the name fool you, because this product is far more than just a simple weight loss product, like I've told you just from my own personal testimony. So this is a simple drink that you just pour one of these sticks into 8 to 12 ounces of water. You can put it into a bottled water or just a glass at home, stir it or shake it up and drink it once a day, about 30 minutes before breakfast or lunch. It's a very pleasant taste, and I think most people agree that it tastes like a cherry Tootsie Pop. It's even really good with a little squeeze of lemon in it too. It contains no artificial sweeteners, no sugar, no dyes. It's gluten-free and GMO-free. It's sweetened with stevia leaf extract, which is actually much healthier than sugar. And the color comes from beetroot. So we always tell the guys, like, don't let the pink drink scare you. It's actually colored from beetroot, which is very healthy for you. This is a very clean product that contains beneficial ingredients, chromium, alpha lipoic acid, Garcinia cambogia, chlorogenic acid, all of which are really, they provide really wonderful health benefits to you. The beauty of this product is that it helps to balance your blood sugar. It also helps for your cholesterol and your blood pressure. Now, if most of you are like me, I was thinking, well, I'm not a diabetic. I don't have blood sugar problems, although the majority of my family and my elders do. But I will tell you that I thought that before I did all of my research. And Plexus has definitely opened my eyes to doing a lot more research for what's best for me and my family. And it turns out that everyone has imbalances in their blood sugar throughout the day. When I was falling asleep at the keyboard at 3 in the afternoon every day at work, or I was hitting up the vending machine for pop and sweets to get through my day, or even when I was waking up in the middle of the night for just no apparent reason, that was actually my blood sugar changes causing that. So every single one of us needs a balanced blood sugar, especially because of our poor diets. Our Western diets are just far too loaded with sugar and carbs, and you need something to balance that out and keep your blood sugar at healthy levels. So once your blood sugars are balanced, you actually can experience sustained levels of energy throughout your entire day. So I will tell you, the fact that I can drink just one of these delicious pink drinks and I no longer need pop and energy drinks throughout the entire day, like multiple pops. I would drink Diet Mountain Dew like water. It was bad. And Red Bull the same. And I needed that to get through my day. But now that I can drink just one pink drink, throughout your day. I crave water now. I crave healthier fruits and veggies. I know now after my research that carbs are, your processed food and carbs are bad for my body. I need to stay away from them because I've noticed now that I don't crave them as much, how my body is just functioning so much better. Sorry. In addition to all of those wonderful benefits, this is the exciting part. The clinical trials that were just completed actually shows that Slim and the Triplex combo were both safe and effective weight loss solutions. So you've probably been seeing some of us sharing our before and after pictures now because these clinical trials are out. So it's very exciting. So I will let Christy take over for our next product.
Thanks, Jessica. So I'm going to be talking to you about ProBio 5, which absolutely love this product. It is amazing. I firmly believe that this is the reason that my gut health is balanced and has changed. There, it's unlike any other probiotic on the market. But what it does is it helps promote the healthy gut balance that we talk about. Most Americans, their gut balance is off. It's an 80-20 rule. It should be 80 good, 20 bad. Most people are flipped. So, and that's just because, again, like Jessica talked about, our environment, our diet. I like to say that we live in a fast food, Amazon Prime world, and we want everything immediately. So that is what, one of the things that has really been detrimental to our lifestyles. So, but what this amazing product contains is 5 strains of probiotic bacteria, which supports your healthy immune system. It contains 4 enzymes that help with the breakdown of proteins and fibrous foods. And it may help with the inactive free radicals and the radical-initiated chemical reactions in your body. And it does help with increasing nutrient absorption. So what does all that mean in a nutshell? It means go and Google gut health and whatever thing it is that you have going on with you, and do your research. This product is amazing. It is freeze-dried. It is not refrigerated, so it is different. I like to talk to a lot of people about, yes, there's so many probiotics out there on the market. What do you do? What is really best? There are probiotics in the market that are upwards of $70, $80, $100, and they're refrigerated. But if you think about this logically, the temperature for our body is usually around 98.6. So what happens when those refrigerated probiotics just hit your tongue? Most of them are going to just die right there. Plexus has done this right, and their product is freeze-dried, so it actually gets into your gut. The capsule releases when it is in your gut, so it's going to get where it needs to be for it to be the most potent and active. I can't say enough about the probiotic. I know so many people whose health have been changed by the probiotic, and the probiotic is not expensive. It is not expensive at all. So, that is something that it's truly, truly worth your health and changing your lifestyle just for the simple fact of getting yourself healthy. Probiotic is amazing. So the second product that I want to talk about is BioCleanse. So this product is something that is extremely misunderstood just because of its name. Just like Slim, we feel that BioCleanse, it should have a different name. But what this does is that it oxygenates and it energizes your entire body. So it helps cleanse your gastrointestinal tract. It helps support collagen production. It helps relieve the occasional constipation. Now, what I like to talk about when we talk about BioCleanse, so many people have thought, oh my gosh, it's a cleanse. I know what that means. No, no, no. This is not your typical cleanse at all. This is very safe. It's very effective. It's safe to take daily. It is an amazing product. What I like to tell people, and this is the part of, everything that comes in must come out. I like to tell people, if you're thinking about, the analogy of a car wash, if 3 cars go in, 3 cars should be coming out. And most people, because of our lifestyles and diets and the things in our environment, there's people that do not regularly relieve themselves. So this product, so what this is doing, it's helping get the toxins out. It's helping relieve, help your body relieve that, the buildup of toxins that's in there. But it is amazing, amazing, amazing product. So the Slim, the probiotic, and the BioCleanse all work together synergistically to have the most effect on your body. And I'm going to turn it over to Jessica to talk about X Factor, which is another one of our favorite products tonight.
Yes, this is one. I have a hard time picking a favorite, but these top four are definitely my favorite. So we actually call the first 3 that were just discussed the triplex, And then if you add in the X factor that I'm going to talk about next, that's called the Fab Four. So our last product is the amazing multivitamin X factor, which is different than most that you'll find on the shelves for a number of reasons. But personally, I'll tell you how it's affected me first. I've tried many different multivitamins over the years, and none were gentle enough on my stomach for me to take without food, which that was the only time I seemed to remember was first thing in the morning, but then I'd get to work and I'd be so nauseous and wishing that I had grabbed something to eat too. But I also found that after taking my vitamins that my urine would be neon yellow. I'm talking like doesn't look like it should be, bright neon highlighter yellow. Which later on, only after doing more Plexus research, which like I said, I've learned so much, that it taught me that neon yellow urine is meaning that you didn't absorb that vitamin. Those expensive vitamins you just took, they just passed right through you and you're flushing your money down the drain. I was taking prenatals while breastfeeding, of course. And so I asked my OB to take a look at this X factor for her opinion. And she told me that it would be better to replace my prenatal with this X factor, not only because of the plant-based ingredients versus the synthetic ingredients in my prenatal vitamin, but also because of the aloe blend in it that would help me to absorb all of my other vitamins better. So now my hair is still as thick and strong as it was prior to having my son. I really never went through the pregnancy hair loss, the post-pregnancy hair loss that most people do. It's never really happened for me. I feel like it's still just as thick as it's always been. And prior to having my son, my nails are still as long and strong as they were with my prenatal vitamin while I was pregnant, which is amazing in itself because I've always had really, really brittle nails and they never grew at all. And now they are. So I'm definitely a believer because this is the only multivitamin that I've ever been able to actually see and feel a difference. So the first thing that makes X Factor special, of course, like I said, is it's a plant source, natural vitamin. There's a high chance that the vitamins that you're purchased off a drugstore shelf is synthetic, man-made vitamins. And that's obviously what makes X Factor far superior in that arena. The second thing that makes X Factor so special is that it contains an aloe blend in it, and it's both from the aloe leaf and the gel from inside the leaf. So I'm sure many of you grew up with an aloe plant in your house, or for me, it was in my grandmother's house. And anytime there was a cut or a bruise or a burn, you'd go and break off a little piece of the aloe and, rub it on your cut. And it always absolutely seemed to help instantly. So you can imagine what the healing properties that has on you internally as well, right? And that aloe actually promotes increased absorption up to 300 to 400% of vitamins that otherwise you would just be passing through if you were taking those synthetic vitamins that you're really not absorbing at all. Aside from that, X Factor is in a methylated form, which means that for those of you who have the MTHFR gene mutation, which is actually about 50% of the population, and a lot of people don't even know they have it. We found out kind of the hard way that all of one side of my family actually has this gene mutation. You're able to absorb with that gene mutation, taking the X Factor in the methylated form of folate, you're actually able to absorb these vitamins and you're not absorbing their synthetic version. So a lot of people are told to take folic acid by their doctor, not knowing that folic acid is the synthetic version of folate. And we actually have the methylated folate, which is much more beneficial to you. So that concludes the products. That's the Fab Four. We definitely recommend that all of them taken together are going to give you the best optimal results. But a lot of people just try the triplex first. But I definitely recommend including the X Factor. So just a little bit about a little bit more about me, and then we're going to get into some more testimonies. But because of my amazing health and just my whole health journey and transformation, I couldn't hide these really life-changing products from so many friends and family members that I knew suffered from so many health symptoms that Plexus could resolve. So the perk of joining as a wholesale member, it means that you have the option to share with friends and earn a very nice commission when they join you. So it was a no-brainer for me that I had to tell my mom about it. I told a friend from work, and they both joined my journey really quickly, and I got paid for referring them. I was kind of shocked at how easy it was, really. It literally just became an accidental business from there. But now, thanks to Plexus, I've been able to retire from that corporate job. My coworker wasn't too happy that I left her, but I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So since then, it's been about a year and a half. I've won iPads, jewelry, cash prizes. I've had 4 promotions in 1 year. I've earned trips to Vegas, Scottsdale, Dallas. I've matched my full-time income that I was earning in the corporate world. I'm projected to hit the next rank, hopefully before the end of the year. That's going to come with a Lexus, a 6-figure income, an annual trip to Hawaii. And I have to tell you, before my opinion of MLMs was maybe the few very elite get to the top. They're super salesy salespeople. And, it's just, like I said, a few elite that do. But Plexus absolutely does this different. Their compensation plan is completely unmatched, and they really, truly level the playing field for anyone who has the desire and the dreams to change their life and to make things better for their own family and to follow their dreams. It absolutely is possible for anyone to reach the top. And thankfully, we have some friends, very close friends to us, that have already done it and shown us that just how easy it is for anyone to do. So all of that is wonderful, of course, but the very best part of it all is that you get to have a direct hand in helping hundreds of people find hope again. And so many people just accept that they're going to have to live with these health issues for the rest of their life, but it doesn't have to be that way. So just because we share our stories to our friends, we're able to change their lives and also change ours in turn as well. Most of our business is done from our phone on Facebook, which is a huge draw for me because I wanted to work on my own terms. I wanted to be my own boss, and I wanted to stay home with my son. So if anyone's ever considering a change, a second career, a second job, anything to maybe bring in some extra income, this opportunity is very real, and you definitely join into an amazing team of people who invest in your success. So now we're going to go into sharing a few more health and business testimonies. There's some incredible stories here, so I hope you guys stay tuned. And I think we've got Danielle next.
Can you unmute yourself, Danielle? Because I think I saw you on the call.
I see her.
Nope, she's not on right now.
She's there. She's talking, but I can't. I don't think her volume's working.
Danielle, we can't hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, let's go to whoever's next, and we'll see if Danielle can come back.
Yep. You know what? I will, I'll talk really quick and just kind of piggyback on what Jessica said. The funny thing is that when I started Plexus, it was never in my wildest dreams that I thought I could ever be a stay-at-home mom. I just never thought that was for me or that it would ever be in the cards for me. But towards the latter part of my career, I was driving an hour and a half each way to work at a hospital that was really far from my home, probably about 3 counties over. And my children were in daycare 11 hours a day. And it was just really draining emotionally and physically on all of us in our family. And, the thing is that when I hit send that very first day when I joined Plexus, I feel like I had no idea what was in store for me, but somebody else did. And I think that was the reason that I propelled forward and I kept moving, because I didn't know that this would be my new career. This is my job. This is what I do now for a living, and I absolutely love it. Um, like I said, Plexus has enabled me to stay home with my children. I have hit the level of Emerald, which is next in line for Jessica. What that means and what that looks like, if you're a numbers person, you're looking at a 6-figure income. You're looking at a Lexus that Plexus pays for. You get to choose, I think it's one of 6 different models now. And you also get an annual trip to Hawaii. And you're also able to participate and get paid profit sharing. So Plexus is, if not the only network marketing company that I know that pays profit sharing. And that is another reason why Plexus is just so different. What they like to say, and this is absolutely true, is that Plexus does network marketing like it could and should be done, but rarely ever is. So there's just so many benefits to, Plexus with the products, which are amazing. But there's also this incredible life-changing business opportunity that goes hand in hand with these amazing products. So I'm going to see if Danielle can speak again, because I see that she looks like she's ready. So I'll let her unmute herself. Are you there, Danielle? Try speaking one more time.
Looks like she's trying to log in from another computer, maybe.
Let me see.
Can you hear me now?
Yes! Yay!
Let me leave one and join the other because I'm echoing on my own computer.
Okay.
This is just challenging. Okay, do you have video?
We can't see you now.
Why not? See, even the challenged can use Plexus. It's telling me it's not going to access my video, so we're just going to talk. So
Okay.
my health testimony with Plexus started a couple years ago. I watched my upline Stephanie post about Plexus, and her and I really hadn't talked in a while, and she really didn't know that I had become type 1 diabetic with my first child. So I had some health obstacles that I was going through when, I would secretly, I'd message her and ask her about it, and then I'd ignore her for a couple of months, and, and then I'd ask about it again and ignore her again, thinking, keep your voodoo juju, to yourself. It's not going to work. And it really did come at a time for me when I wanted it, but I didn't know that I needed it. And, for me, I was struggling with my glucose levels and my sugar levels, and, kind of just put my hands up and said, okay, we're going to give this a whirl. And what happened was, not only did I start to feel better and start to lose a little bit of weight like most people do, I started realizing there was a lot of other stuff that must have been going on inside me that I wasn't even aware of. I started having more energy. I didn't realize I didn't have the energy that I used to, because it was so prolonged and so long that I lacked it. It really took probably 2 months, if that, for my kids to actually come up to me and say, it's really awesome, we've got our mom back. That fun, active mom that I used to think I always was, but apparently I wasn't. But it was also seeing a relief in, and I'm not sure if anybody else had this, but anxiety and depression. Things that, are just daily. And I mean, I have a little, what I call emergency kit myself, but those were being used more than they should have been. And I didn't need them anymore. I didn't have that anxiety. I didn't have that maybe depression that I thought I was having. And trust me, it wasn't anything postpartum because my kids are all older, but it was fantastic. I was me. But I think the biggest part of my testimony that I think I love the most is I started including nerve relief. And I know it wasn't anything that we discussed tonight, but it is one of the other products that we have. And I started watching videos just as being, becoming an ambassador that, I thought maybe I'll start trying this. I was struggling personally and not sharing that. I started losing sensation in my legs. I've been a diabetic for 18 years now. And it was something I noticed like while shaving. But I didn't share it with anybody at all. And I started taking the nerve relief. And I can honestly say I thank Plexus like I would thank God, because I got 100% of the nerve feeling and sensation back in my legs that, can really cause serious issues. So it gave me the affirmation that I really needed in the company and in the products. Yes, I was feeling great, but I actually had what I thought were medical results from this. I was happier. I was definitely healthier. And I think it really is a blessing that it came into my life at the time that it did. I really, really believe 100% in these products and what they can do. I have type 2 diabetic friends that I've been able to help. I'm not sure, I know you guys touched a little bit about it, with the slim and everything, but I think not a lot of people realize that our bodies naturally make insulin. And if your sugar levels are out of whack, the insulin in your body is the main hormone made, and it also regulates your metabolism. So that's why if you have an excess of sugar in your system, you tend to gain weight, because your body is fighting too hard to regulate yourself. And it can't go, kind of split itself and work in two different directions. It's got to keep its focus somewhere. And that's where I found the Slim helped me out, was regulating my glucose system and my sugars personally, that it just fell into place with everything. The weight starts to come off because the insulin doesn't work as hard to regulate yourself. So.
Danielle, I totally appreciate you sharing, because I just love your story. And well, number one, I think you're just a fabulous person anyway, but
you can't see, but I'm totally smiling.
I know. Well, but I totally appreciate you speaking tonight. We're smiling too, if you can see. But,
yeah, I can see you guys.
Good. But yes, the nerve product that we have is amazing as well. We have 16 products. Of course, we could be here all night if we wanted to talk about all of them. So that's why we chose just the Fab 4 this evening. But we're just going to talk a little bit about, what is the cost to join Plexus? It's unbelievably low. So that's the thing, is that, if you want to become a ambassador or wholesale member, wholesale customer, the cost is $34.95. That is something that it just blew me away, because I have so many people that have asked me, is that per month? No, it's annually. It's like a Sam's Club membership or a Costco membership, except that it's much lower. The thing is about Plexus makes it easy that, you can order online, you can order when you want to, you can have it automatically shipped to you, you can change your order, you can try all of the products. You can do this and just get your own products for the cheapest price. And you'll actually make a little bit of money if you order over a certain amount. So you get paid on your own products. But also, if you want to go ahead and make this a full-fledged business like Jessica and I and so many others have, it is just absolutely incredible. When I think about the things that have been absolutely nonsense that I've spent $35 on, like a bad meal or an ugly piece of clothing that I couldn't return, or, makeup at Ulta that maybe wasn't so great. When I think about all those things, I mean, to get a business for $35 is amazing. But this is something that even if you just share it with your family and friends, you can make a little bit of money. If you want to share it with everyone, then, there is just unlimited possibilities for you. So, these products are not expensive. Like I said about the probiotic, I mean, there's probiotics that are 4 times the cost of Plexus probiotic. So these products are not expensive at all. Now, I do want to introduce next is Alicia Kirk. She's a registered nurse and a friend of mine. And I wanted to have her just talk a little bit more about Plexus and, why commit to Plexus and, why is Plexus different? So can you unmute yourself, Alicia, or you need me to?
Yep, I got it.
Awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Wonderful. Great. Okay. So I'm Alicia, or Mary on Facebook, Mary Alicia. Mary's my first name, so if anyone's confused. I'm an RN. I have my bachelor's degree in nursing, and I'm halfway through family nurse practitioner school. And why should you commit to Plexus? Like, why not? Like, as Christy said, it's like $34. Come on. Like, I spend more on pizza for dinner. It's an amazing company. And what I'm really here to talk about is cell turnover and how our bodies regenerate, and why you need to be on Plexus for like at least 6 months. I mean, it takes 90 days on average for your cells to regenerate, give or take. I mean, every cell is a little bit different in your body, but you want to give your body time to regenerate itself while getting the nutrients from X Factor, BioCleanse, and all those other good stuff. And you need to give it time to be able to see the changes in your body. Now, I saw changes within the first week that I used it, but I'm sure that like 6-7 months down the line, it's going to be like even better than it was before, because I can't tell you how much Plexus has done for me. It's just changed my life. So, just you have to give it time. When we prescribe medications to patients, some medications take up to 2 weeks to get to therapeutic levels in your body, and you have to understand, like, Americans are chronically deficient in nutrients because of the way we farm, the antibiotics that are put into our meat, and GMOs, and I could go on and on. So we're overnourished and nutrient deficient, and you need to build those nutrient levels up in your body and allow your cells to regenerate and reap the benefits of these supplements. So I guess that's it. Is that good, Christy?
Absolutely. Did you want to tell a little bit about some of the changes that you've had just being on the products a short time?
Man, so I had always had energy problems and like really cold hands all the time. Cold hands called cold feet, like ice cold. And I never was able to get them warm. I've taken everything. I've spent hundreds of dollars on things that it just didn't work, to try to get my hands warm, to feel energetic, and nothing worked. I got bit by a dog down to the bone, and I ended up getting surgery and a PICC line, and I was on heavy-duty antibiotics for 4 months to prevent an infection spreading to my bone and losing my hand. And those antibiotics made me feel like terrible. They completely just put my body off kilter, unbalanced me. My whole bioflora was all messed up. I was getting acne everywhere. I was exhausted. I didn't know what to do. So my friend Kelly, who Christy knows, introduced me to Plexus, and I got on that. And I just feel so much better. I feel like the person I should be. I have energy. I'm a better nurse. I'm a better person. I'm a better wife. I have patience. I have less anxiety. It's just, my acne is better. I don't even have like breakouts anymore. Anymore. So that's amazing. It's just, it's changed my life. And yeah, I put my dad on it. He's improving. He's got energy, and joint pain is gone, and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Well, yay. Thank you, Alicia. I really appreciate you sharing tonight. So we are going to actually start closing things up with the presentation tonight. We wanted to keep it under an hour, so I think we're doing pretty good, but I will let Jessica kind of close things out here tonight.
Oh, thank you. Well, we just want to thank everyone for spending the evening with us this last hour tonight. If any of you have enjoyed anything that you've heard and you're ready to give Plexus a chance to change your life in many positive ways, like it's changed all of ours, please contact the person that sent you here to this event or sent you this video later on. I know this is going to be shared later. And if the business opportunity interests you and you'd like to learn more about it, I definitely recommend that you ask questions and talk to the friend who sent you this. This month is absolutely the time to join if you're considering, because we are having the biggest double bonus incentive that the company has ever had. So it's definitely, it's worth a try. And we know that everyone right now is trying to gear up for some Christmas cash, and this is an excellent way to help you get there. Thank you again for joining us. We hope everyone has a wonderful and safe night. And if we have any praying people here with us tonight, please say a prayer up for our Florida family who is bracing the big storm coming, the big hurricane coming their way tonight. So thanks again, and everyone have a great night.
Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. We appreciate you. Bye.